New on Curiosity Stream. She was a loving wife, a devoted mother. She also stole atomic secrets and gave them to the Soviets. Meet the woman whose deception kick-started the Cold War on the spy who stole the atom bomb. And
what if they catch you?
Then I shall be shot.
They're coming! Come back!
relive history's most death-defying escapes. It's Impossible Escapes, Civil War. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Oh, drat. I was driving along minding my own business when that vulgar leech hit my Beamer with his pickup truck. I fear I've fractured my clavicle.
I say, old boy, don't simply put it in the hands of your insurance company to sort it out. Talk with a dedicated row of solicitors at the Advocates Law Firm.
Pipe down, you old sod. The Advocates will see your case through to the bitter end and won't sleep a fortnight until they have victory in their grasp.
Jolly good, old man. Jolly good indeed. You get injured, the Advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
Never heard of Saucony or soccer? Yeah, with the little
you see them.
The ruse.
There's another big one in the soccer community.
Soccer community, and those were massive, like in the late '80s, early '90s.
I'm just nothing is coming to mind.
You will recognize
you saw it, right? And
okay.
It used to have that little zipper on it. You could hide stuff.
Never mind. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. So, we will drink a toast with the shot today. You are listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room is in progress. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Hello, minutes. We'll drink a toast with the shot of the day, and we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, there's a town in Massachusetts that's been overrun by wild turkeys.
What is going on with this lately? I feel like we've heard this story probably 4 times in the last year.
That's fair.
Once in England, now it's in the States.
Nature's taking it back.
Is there a turkey season? I'm assuming so.
Yes, I believe there is.
So you can't just take one.
Right.
But I feel like
have to
if
wait
you're getting overrun, couldn't we bump that up a little bit?
Right. That's why they increase and extend deer season. That's because when areas get overpopulated, it's more about controlling the population.
The difference is deer don't really attack people.
Right. At this point, I'm protecting my own. Turkeys suck. They're mean.
They're mean as hell.
Mm-hmm. One, they're elusive, and 2, they're mean.
I've had wild turkey. So had to make sure not to get a pellet in your teeth.
I thought you were talking about the liquor.
About to say, I've had wild turkey too.
Yeah.
On a Friday night.
No, my buddy's dad hunted one in the morning. We cooked that son of a SOB that night.
And was it gamey at all, or was it good?
I thought it was good, but I don't mind things a little gamey.
All right.
I feel like the same advice holds true for the liquor. You still might get a pellet in your teeth. That stuff is...
Yeah, he was just like, be careful eating it.
There you go. Chew slowly.
Mm-hmm. Mike, you would have liked that. I was out at a hunting cabin. Then I said I never shot a shotgun. So we stopped dinner. We went outside. And I shot a shotgun.
How'd your shoulder feel?
Came back in and in.
No, you know what? We chucked up one of those little discs and I hit it.
All right.
Huh. All right.
Whack the crap out of your shoulder?
It was all right, man. I'm a man.
Attaboy. I like it. An amateur treasure hunter found a gold piece of Henry VIII's lost crown. At that point, is your career as a treasure hunter done? I found it. I found treasure weed.
Unfortunately, it was just part of his tooth.
From a guy named Jamal. Yeah, how do you top that at that point?
Right. This thing is worth millions of dollars. You did it. Congratulations.
But when you find it, see, because I know like in the States, if you find a certain amount, suddenly the government or the FBI is like, oh, well, check and you don't get anything for it. And I'd be like, I don't care if you guys want to own it. I would like you to pay me for it.
Right.
You know, so I'm just wondering, do you get to keep this and sell it, or is England just going to snatch it from you and decide, you know?
It says it could be worth almost $3 million. It's been missing for 400 years.
Yeah, so obviously I didn't steal it.
There's got to be a plethora of treasure hunters that are looking for a find like this.
Absolutely.
$3 million, that should serve you fairly well for a good long time.
Yeah.
You made it. Because people are spending their entire treasure hunting career looking for something like this. You did.
Instead of finding people's lost wedding rings and sunglasses.
Exactly. They're just going along the beach looking for fun stuff. The owner of a farm applied for a property tax reduction on the farm that he was renting out because it was used for agriculture. And the renter was arrested because he was using the farm to grow pot.
Well, that's the problem. They ask. Like, yeah, sure. I mean, what is it that you grow? Weed? Well, we're not going to do that.
I don't think the landlord knew that he was growing weed.
I'm pretty sure he did not. Yeah.
He said, yeah, my renter's growing stuff out there on the farm, so property tax reduction. They said, okay, we'll go take a look and make sure that you're telling the truth. And he sure enough was farming.
Where was it at?
It does not say.
I guess that probably matters. What state you're in?
New Jersey.
Yep. All right.
New Jersey. Yeah.
There is a nice part of that state. A lot of farmland.
Nice. A woman shared a story on Reddit about how her brother's fiance asked her to wear something baggy to the wedding because she looked too good after losing 20 pounds.
Oh, come on.
Really?
Stop. I mean,
Her brother's fiance.
Right.
All right.
So her future sister-in-law asked her to wear something baggy to the wedding because she had lost 20 pounds and she looks really good. Apparently good enough to where she's outshining the bride at this point and she needs to wear something baggy.
You're not going to outshine the bride on the bride's wedding day.
Right.
I don't know if they understand how this works.
You get your own entrance song. You get a theme song.
They don't even know a groom's there.
Right.
Yeah, the groom is a prop. It's
Yeah.
like, trust me, you will get all the
You could do
attention.
a cutout.
Exactly.
No one cares.
Goodness gracious. A condo association is suing a 78-year-old woman for feeding a stray cat.
A bunch of stray cats.
I just said one, but that's probably where the problem lies. There's
Right,
that now
yeah.
more and more stray
Well,
cats.
no, it's
around
the
their
band,
way.
as Brian Setzer and a couple other guys. They keep coming around.
Damn it.
I don't live in an area of just stray cats.
I don't know if
I don't think
do.
I
There's-
ever have.
There's like 8 cats that kind of roam around my house, all right? And I recognize all of them. They might belong to my neighbor. I truly have no idea, but they don't really do anything.
Right.
They don't seem to need food. They just hang out, drive the dog crazy. And I'm like, I don't know if you're strays. I don't know if you're my neighbors. And even my neighbor, based on how he is, he might not know if they're his. He's just one of those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, Tabby.
I think, too, you'd know more if there was a neighbor that was feeding them.
Yes, yes, that's a little different.
Someone ranked the most hated states in America by looking at what people in other states think, what people who live there think, and by looking at how many people have moved away from each state in the past few years. So I have the 10 hated and the 10 least hated states in the United States.
Well, we start with hate or least hate?
Let's hate, Ted. We're going
All
to get
right.
the hate out of the way. So what do you-
Texas.
Texas. Okay. What do you think are the most
Shut up about
hated states?
I don't think anyone from... You're saying this is based on what the people that live there think of
This
their own
is based
state.
on what people in other states think, what people who live there think, and by looking at how many people have moved away from each state in the past few
That
years.
said, I would agree Texas, but I can't agree because people from Texas love Texas, and
They
right
do.
now a lot of people are moving there based on Austin, but still. So I'm going to say like Minnesota.
Okay.
You might not like New Jersey, but the people who live there champion it.
Yeah,
I mean, they
but-
love
But
it.
there's a
But
lot of
other
people that hate on it.
Right.
Which is the other 49 states.
I'm going to go Alaska, Mike.
Okay, so
Just
here's
based on the fact if I lived there, I'd be miserable.
Florida.
Florida, not bad. Okay, so here are the 10 most hated states. Number 10, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a
Yeah.
bad rap, Kentucky. Number 9, Connecticut.
Fair enough.
All right. I don't know enough about it, but
If
Right,
you're
I know
not rich, you don't want to
I
be
know
there.
it's cold and snowy there right now.
Right, there's not much of a draw to it, so I assume that people are just moving out just because nobody's moving in.
I
That's
think
why the
people
numbers are different.
from Connecticut move out and head to Florida. Rich people from New York City, when they want space, move to Connecticut. But
And-
again, if you don't have money, there's nothing there.
And everybody else on the East Coast just passes through it on their way to Boston.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Number 8, Mississippi.
Well,
Wow.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, if you live there, you're probably having a hard time with the economy and everything else.
These are the 10 most hated states. Number 7, Michigan.
It's cold.
gotta
There's
be the
no
snow.
industry. Yeah.
Right?
People seem to hate Detroit.
No, they do.
Seriously.
They do, yeah.
It's a punchline.
Number 6, Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
I feel like people from Massachusetts really love Massachusetts, but right, no one else likes
Right.
Massachusetts.
Everybody's kind of pointing the finger at
They
Massachusetts.
don't like
there.
anything.
They don't like each other.
They don't like anything.
But like, I don't really have an issue with Massachusetts, but I mean, that's the whole Sam campaign. It's just, it's your cousin from Boston.
Right.
And he's just obnoxious.
See, I like him.
These are the 10 most hated states. Number 5 is a state that everybody just, who's from the state mostly
California.
because they told you. Yes, California.
Yeah.
Number 4, Miles, your good old homestead there, buddy.
Oh, really?
West Virginia.
Well, you always know they're going to make the list somewhere. That's got to be the people who live there because no one else cares. It's not that they even have a reason to hate it. But if you live there, as much as you love it, you just want to leave someplace and get a job. All you want's a regular job and not to eat at Hardee's every day.
Right. And nobody's moving into West Virginia. Everybody's moving
there's
out
no
of
reason
West
to move
Virginia.
into it.
But I think
There's no
West
job.
Virginia is one of those states, too, where like, if you just ask somebody, they'd be like, yeah, I hate West Virginia just because of punchlines.
That's it. That's what you know. And miles, you know.
Right.
Number 3 of the most hated states, New York.
Yeah.
If I lived in upstate, it would just be too cold for me.
Saying, I think New York City probably gets the bad rap. New York
Right.
City's
And it kind of takes over the state as far as that goes.
that's when I lived in Rochester. It's like it's 8 hours away, but somehow it still dominates everything.
Right. Number 2 of the 10 most hated states, you guys nailed it, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, it is on the
Yeah.
It is on the list. Any final guesses as to what the most hated state in the country is?
No.
I'm sticking with Texas because they won't shut up
Sticking
about
with
it.
Texas?
Did you
Okay.
bring up Alaska?
I did not bring up
I'm going to
Alaska.
stick with Alaska.
But no one
Okay.
hates Alaska unless they live there.
That's what I was thinking.
This is the number 1 most hated state. It has not been mentioned, mainly because nobody ever thinks about it. Illinois.
Really?
Illinois.
Is that more Chicago or is that more southern Illinois?
I hate Champagne.
The only place
Again,
I would
Champlain.
live in Illinois would be Chicago.
I
don't-
guarantee you said it was 8 hours away from Rochester to
New York City. Yeah.
I would have to assume that if you were to go from, say, Chicago to Centralia, or someplace in the southern part of the state, that's probably about a 10-hour drive. Illinois is long.
Right, and then Chicago's
Yep.
at the very
Yeah,
top,
exactly.
and the rest of Illinois is below it.
Right.
Or at least that's what they think. Now we get to the least hated states in America. Again, this is ranked on what people in other states think, what people who live there think, and by looking at how many people have moved away from these
I'm going to
states.
say Texas and Hawaii
Texas
are
and
somewhere on that list of our favorite places.
Okay.
I'll say the state of Washington.
State of
We got a lot of
Washington?
good stuff
Sure.
out here.
All righty. Mr. Montgomery?
I'll go to Alaska again because I was wrong.
All right,
First
so-
time around. Maybe it's
If
the
they don't hate it,
polar
they love
opposite.
it.
No pun intended.
Right.
Polar, I see what you did.
Yeah.
Yes. So these are the 10 least hated states. Number 10, Arizona. Feel like a lot of people are moving there. I've known a couple
are.
of people in the last 2 years that have moved down to Arizona.
Yeah.
Me too. I know a lot of people.
And none of them hate it.
It's become Washington's Florida.
Yeah.
Right? If you live on the East Coast, everyone moves to Florida because you don't know better. But a lot of people from Washington definitely had a
Also, back to the states that hate, tons of Chicago transplants down there, too.
right.
Is it kind of the same theory as the Connecticut theory, which just you're moving down there to get some space?
It's warm. You get space. It's a hell of a lot cheaper.
Right. Yeah, you're
And
in a
it's sunny.
desert, but they got AC now. We're all good.
You got AC. I mean, you have the scorpions and rattlesnakes outside, but you stay inside because it's so hot.
Tarantulas don't bother anybody.
Every home has a pool in the backyard. You're good.
Every home has a pool.
Number 9, Wyoming. One of the least hated states.
It's not worth hating.
It's indifference.
Right, because the 4 people that are in there love it, and then people can just come
I
into
say
it.
there's nothing you hate about it. There's nobody there.
Right.
You know, people make you hate the state.
Right.
Right? Nobody lives there.
Right, you got beautiful sights the entire time. Yeah, it's a little bit spread out. Yeah, you got to drive 10 miles to get to
Just
the
a
nearest
little bit.
target, but we're all
It's
good.
a big state. You can spread out if you need to.
These are the least hated states in America. Number 8, right here, Washington State.
Yep. I can believe that.
Exactly. Mainly
All right.
just because it's got everything that you need. If you want some city living, we got city living. If you want forest living, we got that.
Yeah.
If you want to
Desert.
get out there, desert, right.
Rainforest, mountains,
Right.
volcanoes.
Farmland, right.
And I
Anything
think
that-
Olympic National
Legal
Park.
weed.
Olympic National Park, I think, is one of the only parks in the world that include an ocean shoreline, a volcano, a rainforest, glaciers, and a desert.
Right. That's one spot.
That's one park.
Exactly.
That's insane.
Number 7, Maine.
Again,
Insane in the Maine. If you're in Maine, you know why you're in Maine and you love Maine.
Right. If
you're
not, you
hiding
don't
from
think
the
about Maine.
FBI.
Right.
That's why you're.
That's why you love Washington.
And they have great water from what I hear.
The best in the country.
I didn't know that was a thing, but I've got to try it now just to see what it's all about.
Yeah, they got natural aquifers underneath them.
There you go. These are the 10 least hated states in America. Number 6, right next door, New Hampshire.
You know, when I was a kid, we'd go up to New Hampshire once in a while.
Yeah, how was it?
It's a deep lake. I mean, that's how little of a kid I was. I just remember that.
Yeah, I mean-
we had to get our water from a well, which seemed ancient to me.
Because you're getting water from a well.
Yeah.
Well, shockingly enough, here you take glacier water for granted, but if you're even looking at the Ice Age and you go to the East Coast, there's a reason there's no natural lakes below the Great Lakes.
Right.
You have to go north of there because that's basically where they stop. So everybody else is dammed with rivers and everything. So we have tons of glacier lakes around here.
Yeah.
There's none until you get into upstate New York, Vermont, New
Sure.
Hampshire. You got to go all the way up there, and that's where the clean living water comes from.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've been to one natural lake in Pennsylvania, but it was almost to Canada.
These are the 10 least
Elk
hated
County.
Yeah, seriously. He's not lying.
10 least hated states in America. Number 5, Minnesota.
Yeah,
Minnesota.
sure.
I've never been to Minnesota. That's one on my list.
Figure you just got nice people there. I mean, yeah, the weather's cold, but
I just want to go there, drink beer, watch a game sometime, check out Minneapolis. I know they got a good music scene when all this is
Yeah,
over.
I've never been, but I've zero urge.
Just a city I've never hit.
there you go.
I would
Got to be good.
As much as I have zero urge to, I also have zero urge to dislike them.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
there's just nothing. It doesn't kind of go.
There's no point in it. It's just Minnesota.
Eh.
Number 4.
That's their slogan.
There's no point there.
I'll go to Target Field, check out the Twins. Do something.
Welcome to Minnesota. Don't know why you're here.
These are the least hated states in America. Number 4, Idaho.
saying. I mean, it's,
Right.
there's lots of room.
They got that cool blue turf.
Oh, yeah, man. Boise State.
That's why a lot of people get fired up for Boise.
Yeah. Number 3, talk about room, Montana.
Again, yeah. I mean,
I think it's just part of wanting to see what the country still looked like before.
people were everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
And one of the most beautiful parts.
Absolutely.
100%. Montana's unbelievable.
Gorgeous. Number 2, Utah.
Everybody I know who has lived in Utah, spent time there, is family oriented and likes it.
Yeah.
I don't think I can handle it.
I don't know what it's
but
like to be single or want to go out and have a nightlife or any of that stuff, but I'm assuming
If you don't know what it's like to want to go out and have a nightlife, it's like wanting to go out and have a nightlife. That's what it's like to live there.
Right, Utah has a lot of cool stuff too. You have like
does.
Zion and this and that. So like,
Yes.
right, but I'm just saying like they're least like people don't hate that state.
They don't hate it. But people like us, I don't know how long we could last. I don't know the NBA
I don't
teams
want to live there.
Oh God, no!
Any final?
And it's a definite culture shock for people who lived there and grew up there and then move out of there.
Right.
Sure.
Any final guesses on what the least hated state in America
Hawaii
is?
or Alaska?
Hawaii or Alaska?
I'll say
Hawaii or
Maryland.
New on Curiosity Stream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
Well, great balls of fire, Bubba. What happened, Buford? That crazy son of a Sal blew right through that four-way stop on Main Street and plowed into my cowboy Cadillac.
Your what?
My pickup truck. And I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, Ted.
Oh, quit your bitching, Buford, and talk with those side busters at the Advocates Law Firm. When I got busted up last month, well, shoot, they made sure those snakes at the insurance company played fair.
Boy, howdy. Even that creepy so-and-so Kyle earned his keep.
So if you get injured, the advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Maryland, okay. This is the least hated state in America. We've dodged all the way around it. Go back to legal weed. Colorado. There you go.
People love Colorado.
I do want to go see Colorado, man.
It's great. It's awesome.
All I know about it is that the airport is a long way away from the actual city of Denver.
Well, the Denver airport's located in Minnesota, which you brought up earlier.
In all fairness to the Denver area, greater, it's a pretty spread out place.
It is, for sure.
But
the airport should still be closed.
A man in Florida was caught with heroin, but he tried to pull a fast one on the cops.
He did.
I will tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, my cock. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This. We will take caller 9 at 206-421-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?
New on Curiosity Stream. She was a loving wife, a devoted mother. She also stole atomic secrets and gave them to the Soviets. Meet the woman whose deception kick-started the Cold War on the spy who stole the atom bomb. And
what if they catch you?
Then I shall be shot.
They're coming! Come back!
relive history's most death-defying escapes. It's Impossible Escapes, Civil War. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.